Okay, we got to do silver, gold, pink, shad, chartreuse. Hey, Todd. Good afternoon. Hey there, Mark. Well, I am painting up the 1/8 ounce underspins. These are for plastics. I got a bunch of these to do. I've been busy, super busy. Hey there, Gary. Yep. Welcome in and welcome in, everybody. Glad to have you guys in here. Hey there, Kellett. You got to do 36 of each color. So I thought I'd go live for a little bit. Just had lunch a little bit ago. We had some hamburgers, or cheeseburgers, bacon cheeseburgers to be exact. Hey, as you enter the, oh, thank you. Really busy morning. We worked the whole morning on website orders. Oh my goodness. Probably would have already been done painting these if I hadn't had to tie jigs for the website. But it is money coming in. I'm very thankful. These here are, again, our 1/8 ounce lures. They're pinfish. I just got to do 36 of each color that we do. Only 5 colors, so 5 times 36, I got to paint over 300 of these. I have some hanging on the wall, but I figured I'm just going to do them all. Just going to paint all these. I'm sure someone is going to order some of these in the next day or two. Did I get a lot? Yeah, I got a lot of stuff done. I mean, my whole morning, I worked this morning. We didn't go to church, and spent all morning working on website orders. There's a lot of stuff that with jigs I had to tie, so I tied a lot of jigs. I had to pour a bunch of jig heads too today, and so I didn't have enough of these 1/8 ounce pre-poured, and I didn't have enough of the 1/16 ounce of bait keepers. So it's just been kind of busy. I didn't go live. I mean, I did not go live when I poured heads. I figured I got a lot of stuff to do. I'll go live for this here. So I had to clean a lot of these jig heads and get all the the shrink tubing and the silicone on these. But today's gonna be another long day, and I'll be working tonight too. I'm gonna try to get these orders out. So I can't read the comments that good because of the angle of the camera, but welcome in everybody. I got my mods in here helping. They can help answer questions. I got to do, after this color, I got to do some mad shads and some chartreuse. Hey, welcome in, Clint. Oh, poked myself. Welcome in, everybody. Thanks for hopping in here. Appreciate everybody in here. These again are 1/8 ounce jig heads. Hey there, Jeremy. These will get green eyes on them. You guys will get to watch me put eyes on them later on. That's what that is. Yep, make sure to sub today, guys. Make sure to sub. Well, I've got all my 16th ounce with spinners done. I still have the 1/16 ounce with just bait keepers. I still got to paint all those, and that's 72 per each color I got to do on those. That's a lot of jigs. A lot of lures, a lot of lures. Hey there, David. Welcome in, everybody. Wayman's in here. Hey there, Wayman. Yep, hit that like and subscribe. On powder coating heads, these are pink. If you're colorblind in the channel, these are pink. Reach out to our colorblind audience out there. If you're deaf, there's nothing I can do for you. Make sure to like and subscribe. We got 78 lovely people in here. Yep, so for the next 2 days, unless it's a website order coming in, I'm not going to be tying any jigs. I'll be working on these dudes. I'll be working on these. Big job. Yeah, my wife made, it was like a 1/3 pound bacon cheeseburger. I couldn't eat the whole thing. I don't know. Normally I could wolf that down. Not today. My wife was asking me what I ate in the shop. I didn't eat anything in the shop. I do have chips and snacks and stuff like that, but I didn't eat anything today. Oh, cool. That's really cool, Wayman. Did you have to find? This is not. I have a shrink tubing, but then I have the silicone tubes too. The shrink tubing won't be affected by the oven, but I'm not putting the shrink tubing in there. The silicone, it won't be affected either. I just started doing this process recently. Um, I realized when I baked them with the silicone tube, and I pull it off, it comes out a lot more cleaner. I think eventually I'm going to end up switching everything over to the silicone tubes. Oh, yeah. When my wife paints, she does it, she's just been using the shrink tube. And man, she does it. I don't know what she's doing to it, but she paints it a lot prettier than I do. To me, they all, I mean, it is what it is. They look good, but for some reason, she just had an easier time of it than I did. I think that's a better way to put it. Hey there, Remington. Okay, these will be going in the oven here shortly. Yeah, with these silicone tubes, I can reuse them. I can reuse them. Hey, welcome in everybody. Hey there, Landon. Landon Caricio. Is that Lando Carician? So I'll just call you Lando. I got rid of that guy, David James. He just kept, every time he'd pop into the channel, he'd call me Princess. And I'm like, what? And I'm like, yeah, he didn't need to be in here any longer. I went ahead and hid him. It seems every time he comes on the live stream, he wants to make fun of me. Just jealous, probably. Yeah, he tried to say my wife came up with that passenger princess, and I'm like, you know, my wife's been driving when we do the long trips because I can't drive. I don't know if you guys knew that or not. On the long trips, especially in her car, with me being a deadfoot, basically. I thought, yeah, I'm just tired of that guy coming in here and calling me names. If he was like a childhood friend or something, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. But you know, I don't go on his live streams calling him potty pants or anything like that. You know. But I did. Oh, put him in timeout for 24 hours. He'll still be able to watch, you know, after that 24 hours, but he won't be able to make any comments. He'll probably start reporting my live streams and stuff. Hey there, Burke. Hey there, Donzel. Okay, we're going to go with chartreuse now. Ooh, look at that. Just floating in the air, that little stream of powder coat. Was that the game? I think that was the game. I guess the Bills won? Yeah, I guess they did, didn't they? Guess I'll listen to the next game. Let's see, Donzel. Okay, let's go to the chartreuse. So we got to do 36 of these dudes too. 36 of these dudes. I probably need to put some more chartreuse in there, more powder coat. They came out pretty good looking. Look at that. You guys will get to see it here in a little bit without the silicone tubes. Okay. Hey, Ben. My favorite color besides white. Oh, cool. Hopefully I can get a lot of eyes on these today. And spinner blades, because I'm going to be doing that this later on. You guys get to watch me put eyes and spinner blades on them. And then tomorrow morning, I'm going to try to paint up the 16th ounce with just a bait keeper. And then I'll go back to putting eyes and spinner blades on the rest. Oh, really? On your shoulder? Yeah. You know how to get rid of that shoulder pain, right? You got to cut the shoulder off. I had one of my doctors tell me that. He was just kidding. You know how to get rid of the pain in your ankle. Just cut the foot off. You won't have any more pain in your ankle. I had one doctor, and I'm not going to say his name on here, but he was my doctor for years. And really good guy. He had a good sense of humor, and I remember telling him about my knees. I said, it hurts when I do this. He said, well, don't do that. So every time I went in there with whatever was hurting and ailing me, he was like, well, don't do that. I'm like, yeah, my chest hurts when I cough. He said, well, don't cough. He is my doctor for, I'd have to say, about 5 or 6 years. He used to come eat at a restaurant, and just a really good guy. I don't know whatever happened to him, though. I always wonder about him. Hey there, Tim. How's it going, Mr. Tim? You've got my back out too. Yeah. Oh, look at this. I am missing a piece of silicone tube. Yeah, my back has still been hurting. I mean, it's not hurting as bad as it was before the shots, but I have my next round of shots on the 28th. Yeah, my right shoulder's messed up, and I wanted him to inject me with steroids in my shoulder, but he didn't want to do too much. He's like, well, let's get the back taken care of, and then we'll start. You know, we'll give you injections on your shoulder. Yeah, we used to have a couple restaurants. Yep, we had McRuben's. Uh, yep, we used to have McRuben's, Ruben's Big Boy. We had Ruben's Junior. No, we had one of our places was called Sucasa Mexicana Cafe. We had another one called Little Rubes. That was like a breakfast and lunch diner. And then we had Route 66 Barbecue. No, she's not sick. She's just not feeling good. She's just tired. She's just tired. She's in there crocheting a baby blanket for my son and daughter-in-law for their baby. She's making a baby blanket. Uh, in some ways, I do. I miss the money because we made really good money. But I don't miss standing on my feet for 14, 16 hours a day. And I don't miss having to fill in a schedule for somebody that called in sick and, or whatever. There's a lot of headaches with the restaurant. But, I mean, if I wouldn't have had my knee injuries and my shoulder injuries, I, there's a good chance I'd probably still be owning and operating a restaurant. But I'm glad to be doing what I'm doing now. I got more family time. That's another thing with the restaurant. You just had no family time. And probably one of the kids would have probably ended up working for us, post high school, you know. But I miss it. I miss the money. We made really good money. Caballos con Dios. Yep, we'll catch you later. Caballos con Dios, my darling. Who sang that song? I can't remember who sang that. Hey, Ewas. Okay, these are underspin lures. You guys get to see the swivel in a little bit when I pull the ones out of the oven out. Marty Robbins? Oh, yeah, yeah. I like Marty Robbins. How old is he now? He's about 100 and 110, 115. I wonder whatever happened to Boxcar Willie. You guys ever hear of Boxcar Willie? They would play these TV infomercials on Boxcar Willie. Oh, there's my son. He's getting ready to go. No, I don't think he's alive. Yeah, I think Marty died back in the 80s or night. Well, in the 80s, probably in the 90s. There's my little baby there. He's going to work. All 6 foot and 800 pounds of him. He's a big old kid. He's just a big old fella. So I love Boxcar Willie. Yeah. I wonder how many albums they would sell on TV like that. I mean, he was not really like a highly sought out commodity in Nashville, I don't think. I do bet he raked in some bucks with those TV commercials and those songs. You would think. Well, heck, I bet the Banjo Minnow made $1 million. You guys ever remember the Banjo Minnow? Banjo Minnow? I mean, we ended up buying one of those for the kids a long time ago. Yep, the Banjo Minnow. Yeah, if it wasn't for the infomercials, I would have never heard of Boxcar Willie. Or Subway Stacy. Yep. How about Subway Stacy? And listen to Subway Stacy singing her best. Baby, make my brown eyes black. Pow! Used to watch Hee Haw. I did too. I was never really a big fan of it, but you know, when Grandma and Grandpa want to watch it, you gotta watch what they gotta watch. Now on my dad's side, my grandpa on my dad's side loved his sports. Back when before pay-per-views, man, I loved to watch, Ali and them fight. He would have it playing in the bedroom. I would sneak off in there, hang out with him. He'd be smoking his Pall Mall non-filtered cigarettes. Matter of fact, we used to go to the store and he'd give me like, I don't know, dollar 50 or something, or whatever it was. I can't remember, but he would let me go buy a candy at Piggly Wiggly, and I would go in there and buy him his cigarettes at the cigarette dispenser. I'd go buy him a pack of cigarettes. Oh yeah, it does. Yeah, Lawrence Welk he's still on TV. Well, how old is he? About 150 right by now. I mean, back in the 70s, growing up, uh, they would play, the not Lawrence Welk, but Ed Sullivan show. They would play replays of the Ed Sullivan show in like the 70s. It was a dad show, yeah. My wife's grandma, she would, only have, she had before the everything got digital digitized. She had like an antenna, and she would be watching Lawrence Welk and Hee Haw and be watching TBN all the time. Be watching the reruns of Archie Bunker, All in the Family. Uh-oh. Man, if I don't have a cone head. I don't need any cone heads. Not on these. These are too pricey. King of the Road was number 5 on the UK albums chart. It died in 1999. Hey, Mr. Spunky. And hey there. What is that head I'm painting? This is a underspan. It's an underspan. It's a 1/8 ounce with a bait keeper on there too. It looks like a jig smoking a cigarette. That's what this one looks like. Oh, I remember Festus. Festus came to our hometown years ago. He was one of the stars on a movie that they were filming in our area called the Pony Express. I got to see him in person long time ago. I got an uncle that had a brief stint as an actor, and he was one of the extras on one of the movies of the Alamo. I can't remember which Alamo it was, but he played an extra, and he was one of Santa Anna's soldiers. Does it have a plastic tube on the cover of the swivel? Yes, it does. Not really plastic, but silicone. Yeah, I'm not able to see all the messages, so if I'm not answering every single question, it's not that I'm ignoring you. It's it's more so I don't like you. No, I'm kidding about that. Don't take me at that. Let's see here. No, yeah, you're good. But yeah, I've got to meet people. Well, I got to meet a lot of country music artists when I was younger. 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6. Okay, and then I got to meet. Well, I got to meet a lot of country music artists um, years ago um, when I worked at a meat packing plant, and I got to process deer. I worked in the exotics department, and our side of the meat factory, whatever you want to call it, slaughterhouse or whatever. We got to process a lot of deer. I got to meet Johnny Cash. Oh, who else did I get to meet? Oh, there was a country artist named Danny Rodriguez, and a couple other guys too. Uh, uh, Not, I mean, a lot of that just depends, Ben. I mean, I don't really use a whole lot of bladed jigs for crappie. I I'll I will use the bladed jigs for like sand bass and stuff like that. I mean, I've caught crappie with bladed jigs, but um, I just don't really even try to go crappie fishing with the bladed jig. A lot of times I'm after the white bass or the sand bass with them. But there are a lot of people that catch crappie with these, and there's some that catch trout with these. Some of the people will use our 16th ounce for like the bluegill with the blades. Uh-oh. Oh man. Let me see if I can fix this one there. I just let's see if I can get it without getting paint in the eye. Oh, I did. I got it. I didn't even have to put a sleeve back on there. We had a buddy in basic training who's an extra on this. Oh, really? Oh, yeah, white bass are fun to catch. Up here in northeast Oklahoma, they call them sand bass. I've always called them white bass. I grew up in South Texas, and we would call them white bass. Now, I didn't know this till Albie, uh, where he fishes up is in northeast Texas, and he was catching not just white bass, but yellow bass. It's just like a white bass, but it has a yellowy color to it. I didn't know there was such a thing. I would like to catch a yellow perch. I've seen them up north. They look really pretty. I see people catching them when they go ice fishing. Very good on the table, yeah. You never caught one in your life? I've caught saltwater trout a couple of years ago on Padre Island. And man, them things look really pretty. This speckled trout. I've never caught a freshwater trout though. But man, those fish look really pretty. I can see why people love catching trout. They're just a really beautiful fish. Today was just a different kind of day. I mean, I had the website jigs I had to tie for the orders, and then I had to decline basically a couple custom orders. I hate declining orders, but they were like wanting them like really soon, and I'm like, I'm like a good month out. Oh yeah. Okay, we got this one here to do, and then we're going to put these in the oven. Our next color is going to be the bad shad. But I'm going to pull the ones out of the oven, and we're going to strip the silicone tube off of it. Two, four, six, okay. Okay, let's get this top on so it doesn't go anywhere. This over here. Let's get these stripped up and bowled up. Okay, that's what it looks like when it comes out of the oven. And I'm going to pull this dude off. And it is like free flowing there. Yeah, these spinners look a lot cleaner. And I get to reuse the silicone tube. Oh, you got it in? Oh, good. Yeah, it's really nice. I went ahead and ordered some more last night because I'm going to use it on the. I'm going to use up all my shrink tubing that I have currently, and then I'm going to use it on, the eyelets too. So that same shrink tubing will work on the on the number 1 hook. Now I don't know if it works on a 16th or a number 6 hook. Yeah, it would work on there. It'd be too loose on a number 6. Probably a number 4 hook it would work better. Johnny Cash, Waylon Jennings, Christopherson. Yeah, their music's really good. I don't like listening to them as much anymore. Sometimes their politics gets in the way now. I just don't like listening to them as much. But they did have some really good songs, and I listened to a lot of uh, oh to well I wasn't much of a Waylon Jennings fan. You know, I did to some extent, but I liked listening to Willie Nelson a whole lot. Chris Christopherson, you know, he was okay. Some of these guys that were in the country music, man, they're just, you listen to them talk about things and it's like, oh my goodness, you sound more like a Depeche Mode for, you know, artist than a country artist. But I guess everything's true. You know, it's like the guy that sung "This land is your land, this land's my land." That guy was way super communist in his views. But it's just that way. They have really good songs though. There we go. But I growing up, I wasn't much of a. I mean, I listened to some country, but not a whole lot of country. I was more into rock, and then I'd listen to, oh, how would I say, not necessarily rap music, but just I like listening to like the Temptations and the Spinners. Wasn't too much of a Michael Jackson fan or anything like that. Let's see. Woody Guthrie. Yep, Woody Guthrie. Yeah, he was full on communist. He'd sing it like that. And I didn't know that till I watched the documentary on him, and they had him, you know, his basically his voice, you know, his recorded voice talking about his view on life and stuff. But then the songs that they have that he has, it's just really, you know, they're these songs that, you know, will live on forever, and they have, you know, they're just, you know, really good songs. Thank you for the New Year's Eve 2026, Mike. Thank you so much. Yeah, those came out really pretty. Yeah, that silicone tubing is is where it did really good for these. Just watch documentary Chevy Chase on CNN. Oh yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people out there that are you just don't really know a whole lot about people. and their views. And a lot of them are good actors, good singers, and, you know, people like that, you know. There's some, you know, good entertainers. Okay, let's get the next batch painted. So we're going to stick with their solid colors. I say solid. This one's going to be a two-color jig here. So, okay, so this one we're going to be doing it backwards. We're going to be dipping it in white paint first, and then we're going to be sprinkling on the black. So that will still give us our black belly on this one here. All right, we'll catch you later, Gary. Apparently, yeah, that's what I saw too. I saw that. Oh, you know, you hear about the squabble between him and Bill Murray, you know, on the backstage, or they just couldn't get along. And, you know, it's going to be that way with a lot of people, you know. And I don't know if it's necessarily true that if there's jealousies that, you know, happened, you know, I don't know. No, but it you know, but then you see stories about John Candy, and he was like the most pleasant person in the world to be around. Everybody liked being around him, and he was just easy to get along with his supporting cast or whatever. I got to watch the John Candy documentary a few weeks back, and I thought that was pretty fascinating. Okay, that's for my black. Okay, we're going to do the Mad Shad head. This is going to be the underspin edition here. Okay, there we go. It's going to look a little bit different than the other ones. You know, the regular heads. Let's see. This, yeah, this white has a little bit different consistencies than some of the other powder coats. So I have to basically, you know, mess with the controls there. Fat guys are generally nice. Yeah, most of them are. I like John Candy. I thought John Candy. I mean, I think he was already kind of breaking into more dramatic roles, uh, but I really liked him. I think he was a pretty decent guy. He was a family man, and that's something that for an entertainer, uh, you know, in this day and age, you have entertainers that are portrayed as family people, but a lot of times it's just in front of the cameras, you know. Hey, I'm going to show everybody I'm a family guy. Here, take pictures of me and my family at the beach, you know. But from what I understand with John Candy, it was kind of he separated and put time with his family and spent with them, you know. Had a nice wife, nice kids, and all that. There's stories like that that are, you know, they kind of get to me, I guess. Yeah, it was pretty funny. You know, I didn't get to watch that the entirety till this last year. Uh-oh. I'd always seen bits and parts. I never went to the movie theater to go watch it, but I didn't get to watch the entirety till probably about a month or two ago. I say a month, a couple months ago. Yeah, that's what I hear too about Shaq. Yeah, I mean, you hear stories about Shaq taking care of people and of poor people, and you know, and from my understanding, there's a lot of people out there that, you know, he purposely told, you know, don't make a big deal about it. You know, I don't want a big deal made about it. You know, and there's people like Charles Barkley too. His oh, how would I say, giving is not made as public as Shaquille O'Neal is, but from my understanding too, it just seems that he's done a lot for people too. He just doesn't get as much recognition as Shaq does, and he's not a person to advocate. You know, uh, he's just not he's not wanting to get a lot of recognition. Put it that way. There's a lot of people in the world that are that way. A lot of good people out there. But there's a lot of bad people out there too. There's a bunch of bad people. Yeah, I mean, everywhere you see him, I mean, he's a good business kind of guy too, because he owns a lot of stuff, and he does a lot of endorsing. He's made so much more money off the court than he has on the court. Okay, that's our Mad Shad head right there. I don't know if you guys can see it clearly. Oh yeah, he owns, parts of he owns a lot of the, what do you call that, Little John, Papa John's, car lots. I think he owns a lot of Subway stores too, Subway restaurants. Oh, well, thank you there, Mr. Quint. Here we go. Yeah, these do take a little bit longer. We're gonna breeze through those disco colors. Those disco colors are easy. Oh, wrong side. These are the 1/8 ounce Mad Shads with an underspin. They're getting they're getting dipped in the white. And then they're getting sprinkled with black. Oh, really? That is just wild. Is that Elvis Presley or Elvis Costello? Or is that Elvis down the road? That's one guy I never really listened a whole lot to, is Elvis Costello. I was never really listened to a whole lot of him. Yeah, we got football games today, and we got football tomorrow night. We are just getting a full dose of football, aren't we? What time is it? 4:01. I'm hoping to be done with this by. I should be done before 5:30. I started painting these around 3, and then I got to do eyes on these, so I will be in the shop this evening working on them. I'll do some live streams, me putting eyes on, but not a whole lot. Yeah, I appreciate everybody in here. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. I am a lure maker. These are for an underspin. Normally I make hand-tied lures, but we started getting into these a while back, and all of these that I'm doing today are going to be going to Florida for a tackle store. Hey there, David. Yeah, it's heat resistant. It's like a silicone plastic. Yeah, these are 1/8 ounce lures. These have a #1 hook on them. Oh yeah. We'll be pulling out the chartreuse out of the oven here in just a little while. So after this color, we're going to work on the silver and gold. I got to do red too. Ooh, my goodness, I can't believe I did that. Oh, I didn't even need red, did I? Just 2, 4, 5 colors. And I actually did red, and I didn't even need to do red. Look at that. I can't believe I did that. Well, I'm going to have a whole lot of reds on me. We will be fully stocked of the red pill heads with spinners on the 16th. I don't know where I got red from. Yeah, the only colors the tackle stores want are silver, gold, pink, mad shad, chartreuse. Well, that's nice to know. I don't have to do the red ones then. No, I don't have to do white. Yeah, we don't even offer a white. We don't even offer white. Hey, Alvy. Well, purple's a great color too, Ben. Why don't you come over here and help me? Why don't you open up your own jig store and start doing white ones? I only have so much wall space I have. I can only offer so many colors. Why don't you build me a big shop, and then I'll make white just for you. You doing all right, Mr. Alvey? No, I do have some prototype white ones made up. I'm just not offering them right now because I have nowhere to put them. I'm kind of run out of wall space to hang up lures, and I just don't have the space to hang them up on. I do have some white ones over here with I think they got green eyes. Can't remember if I put green eyes on them or orange eyes. Six. Appreciate everybody in here, guys. Thank you guys for coming on in. I am working on orders right now. These are for, we're going to be going to a tackle store. Well, you didn't strike a nerve. It's just a kind of a foolish question. I'm working on orders. Just working on orders. These again here are the Mad Shad. These are 1/8 ounce. 1/8 ounce. These are going to be getting silver eyes. These are going to fast break tackle down in Florida. I will be working on these for the next couple of days. That's how many of these I got to do. Oh, you're fine. Don't worry about that. I got to do some gold and silver ones here in just a little bit. Okay, we get that turned off. Let's get this unplugged. Okay, we're going to put the white cover on. Get the black paint out of here. Oh. Okay, let's get these out of the oven. Let's get these in the oven. And then we're going to do 2 more colors. And then whatever I have left, I'm going to redo some of the colors that I've already done just for overstock, or just to have extra stock. So let me go grab me a towel over here. Okay. Try to get as much powder coat as I can off that. Okay, let's get our chartreuse heads over here. Okay, I'm going to pull these off. That's the head that we have here. These are going to get red eyes on them. Those came out perfect there. Again, they ordered 12 packs of each color. And these, there's only 3 to a pack. So in just a little while, I'm going to be putting eyes on jig heads here in the next 30 minutes to an hour. There we go. It's all nice and wiggly there. I don't know where I got red from. I did some of the 16th ounce in red. That means I had more than enough jig heads. But we got silver, gold, pink, mad shad, and chartreuse. I don't think I missed a color. I must have been looking at the wall, I guess, to see what we had missing. But in either case, we're going to have plenty of the red ones in stock now. Hey, Featherhead, how you doing? I'm just doing the 1/8 ounce underspins. I can't believe how warm it is still. Watches chick flicks in the shop. What kind of? She likes watching chick flicks. Stephanie likes watching Harry Potter. She's been stuck on Harry Potter for a few months. Right now she's doing laundry, and no, she's not doing laundry. She's crocheting her a baby blanket for our newest grandson. That's what she's doing. And then she's going to work on a baby blanket for our niece in Texas. Is getting ready to have a baby, so she's going to do a blankie for that one too. Okay, so we need some gold, we need some silver. Got our silver paint. Where's our gold paint? Gold paint way over there. Okay, let's do silver first. Yeah, I don't like watching chick flicks and, you know, unless one of them dies in the movie, maybe explosives or gunfire, or they maybe got in a karate match with somebody, you know, those kind of love stories I can tolerate a little more. Oh, yep. Okay, we're doing gold. I thought we had silver out here, but we're doing gold. How long have you guys been married, Featherhead? You guys have been married a while. At least I think you have. You've been married as long as I've known you. Are you going to get to work in the shop this week too? 10 years? Oh, okay. 10 years. Oh, wow. Do you ever sing the song Brandy to her? You're a fine girl. What a good wife you would be. I think that's the way it goes. I'm probably tearing it up. Yeah, every time I meet a girl named Brandy or see one, that song comes to mind, and it's not just a Guardians of the Galaxy thing. I mean, I was a kid when that song came out. Oh, you dated since 2004? Oh, okay. Who sang that song? Was it Looking Glass or something? I can't remember who sang that song. 22 years. Oh, wow. So you guys, what, met in the second grade or something? Man, I got to clean my nails. I got like dirty fingernails. Usually I don't have my nails looking this bad. I'd have to Google that one. Yeah, I think it's called Looking. It's. I know the song's Brandy. That I want to say it's Looking Glass or Spyglass. I can't remember. I know it's featured in Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Fresh out of high school, yeah. I got a friend of mine, Gary Myers. He and his wife started dating like in junior high, and they just been together ever since. Oh yeah, it's Looking Glass. Brandy, you're a fine girl, fine wife, you would be. I can't remember when I want to say that song came out in '75. I can't remember the year it came out, but I was just a kid when it came out. I'm listening to my 45s, listening to my record player. Fly Eagle Fly. Yep. No, I think it's about a girl. I don't think it was about a dog. I mean, I don't think a dog would make a good wife unless you're into that kind of thing. Okay, these are 1/8 ounce I'm doing. These are Disco Gold. We have only got one pack or two packs hanging on the wall. We're still going to do 36 of these. Oh, 72? Oh, yep. I was only a couple years off. So in 1972, I would have been 68, 69, 70, 71, 72. 5 years old. I was 5 years old, and I was probably dancing around in my underwear back then, listening to the song. Jumping up and down on the couch in the bed. Welcome in, everybody. Wow, we got 60 people in here. It looks like 60. Could be 80. Could be 60, though. I got to get some more disco gold. Let's see if we get some more disco gold paint out. And I just filled this thing up last week. Yep, these are 1/8 ounce. Not 3 times on my forehead if you love me. Doo, 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 doo. A lot of old songs. Okay, we're going to pull out the Mad Shad ones here in a little bit. They are cooling off. I need a little more paint on that one. Let's see. We've still got 48 people in here, guys. I've been on here for, oh, I know I've been on here more than an hour. It's telling me I've only been on here an hour and 17, or is that 117 minutes? So, oh yeah, I've been on here almost 2 hours then. So this Tuesday or Wednesday, we should get another reorder. Our salesperson is making his rounds to the tackle stores, and so I'll be getting another order here this week. So my game plan is to get these out on Tuesday, start the big order. I call it a custom, but I guess it's a custom order, which has about almost 300 jigs to it. I'm going to start that on Wednesday and hope to ship that out by hopefully either Saturday or the following Monday. So we did get our 3.5-inch arrow scissors. They are on the site, and they run basically $10.99 for a pair of those scissors. I did some research, and I noticed some of the other fly tying stores, they're selling that same brand of scissors for 20 bucks. I'm like, I can't do that. But there's some of the same type of stores that are selling them for like $10.99, $12.99. So I figure, I'll be okay at $10.99. I'll make a couple of bucks on it. I still got to do silver, 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 silver. Hey, Daniel. Oh, what's up, Ruben? Oh, I'm not doing much. I'm just laying out in the sun right now, right next to the swimming pool. I'm powder coating 1/8 ounce pads. One-eighth ounce heads. Oh, we tried something I tried recently, and recently today. I tried I guess they're called naked, not jigs, naked Cheetos, and they're the Cheetos, and I tried the spicy hot ones, and they didn't have any of the artificial coloring in them. They looked a little bit different, but they tasted really good. I don't know if you guys have tried any of those out. We also got some of the naked Doritos. They were pretty good too. There's like no artificial coloring or dyes or anything like that. I don't know what they're going to do about my big red soda. Is my big red soda going to be clear? Woo, just got to do 4 more of these. 4 more. Yeah, that's awful, the red dye number 2. I never knew how bad it was for you. Look at that, I just dropped it again. Where did it go? Welcome in, everybody. Make sure to subscribe. Uh-oh. Yep. Oh, that's the one with the clear. It has the clear silicone on there. I was going to see how this reacted. Yeah, I don't want it. Yep. I don't like that. Yeah, I'm not going to use that anymore. That silicone's not going to be for me anymore. Well, this is the last one in gold. Okay, let's get this off. Let's get the cover back on. Okay, these are going in the oven for about 15 minutes. 15 minutes. I do have a convection oven, so that does make a difference too. The convection oven helps. I don't have to bake them for a super long time. Okay, let's get these 1/8 ounce heads off the rack. Oh yeah, it does help out on the baking process. With the baking process. Those came out really clean. I liked how that worked out. Ooh, I gotta do something about this one here. I got a little speck of pink on here. Let's see if I got my little file. Okay, yep, got the little wiggly there. So I got this silicone tubing off of Amazon, and it's worked out really good. I went ahead and bought a second pack of it because I'm going to use the other ones for the eyelets. For a number one hook, it fits pretty snug on there on a number one hook. On a number 4 or number 6, it really doesn't do that good. Hey there, Thomas. Painting jig heads, yep. Painting jig heads with underspins. Yeah, I really like how that came out. Good thing is I get to reuse the tube. I'll get to reuse the tube. Let's see, I think Ruben will be painting more as well. Yep. That saved a lot of money. Yeah, I mean, it's not a whole lot of money, but um, it does in the long run because it's making the swivel a lot freer, and to where I'm probably not going to have as many throwaways because with the shrink tubing, I was getting some of the paint down in the swivel, and the swivel wasn't. Some of them I had to throw away because the swivel wasn't going to spin, and so this will prevent a lot of throwaway. I didn't throw away a lot, but you know, every one lure you throw away is, you know, is some money, you know. So in the long run, I'll be able to save some money. Yeah, we got all kinds of shrink tubing. I used to make dragging weights too. I don't make any of them. I don't make them anymore. I'll probably just make some dragging weights for me, just to fish with. Here we go. Okay, we gotta do some silver. Okay. Ooh, I may need some more silver paint too. Well, let's see if I can get by without. There we go. That's our disco silver. I had no disco silvers hanging on the wall in a 1/8 ounce. Uh, yeah, this disco silver. Put a little bit more on there. Welcome in, everybody. I'm just powder coating heads. These are 1/8 ounce of the bait keeper and swivel. These are for plastic baits. These will be going down to Florida here next week. We'll be going to Fast Break. And I'm probably going to have to make some more of these in about another week or two. Because I think our Florida tackle stores they're selling them really good. Yeah, the tubing worked out really good. Now I did get that 1mm tubing, and I don't like it. I'm not going to use it for the eyelets. I'm going to use it for something, but I don't know exactly what right now. I might use it for the smaller eyes. If I have to do uh, some smaller hooks. But I got this shrink tubing. This shrink tubing will work for the 16ths, 32nds, all that. I can't get that one piece off. Hey, welcome back, Mark. Oh, wrong side. So I got to put eyes on these this evening, and I'll be spending all day tomorrow just doing eyes and swivels. Hey there, ever loving. I've just been staying busy. Hey, how's it going? Can I explain, please? I'm just heating up the head, dipping it in the powder coat. And then I'm peeling off the shrink tubing off the eyelet. And then after it's baked up, I'll peel that not shrink tubing, but silicone tubing off. I'm making fishing lures. These are for plastic baits. I got to do 32 of these. These are going to be going to tackle stores or a tackle store. I think we got our spinners in 4 tackle stores in Florida. Thank you for the 100 there. Appreciate that. I need some more disco silver. Do I have any more disco silver? Oh no. Got to keep going. Yep, no stopping, no quitting. Uh-oh. 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I almost missed that. Oh my goodness, my wife would have given me a demotion if I would have done that. How do I buy some? Go to RubenFloresJigs.com. RubenFloresJigs.com. Either that, or if you live in Florida, go to one of your local tackle stores in Florida and you might be able to find them. Or if you live in Texas or Oklahoma, you can also go to shields.com, tacklebandit.com. Oh, these here are 1/8 ounce. Oh man, every time I yawn, I shake. Yep, these are 1/8 ounce, and these are disco silver. These are going to get red eyes. I have been burning through eyes. I've been going through a lot of eyes. No, I haven't had any problem with my hand shaking. Other than when I yawn, my hand will shake. Yeah, I'll show you the next time I yawn. I'll put my hand up here. You guys can see my hand shake. There we go. Ready? Ooh, man. That's a big old yawn there. Hey, Lewis. Oh, I'm going to have a lot of extra ones. So what I'm going to do with these extra, I'm going to end up repainting some of these, colors that I've already done. I'm going to make some extra stock because I know we're probably going to sell some of these here in the next day or two. Oh man, I got the yawns. I wonder when my hand was shaking the other day, if that was just me yawning. It could have been. I broke my hand and had. Oh, really? Well, that ain't no good. The Mountain Dew. Yeah, it could be the Mountain Dew too. Yeah, I do drink a lot of Mountain Dew, but I've been trying to drink more water, so. Oh, you got T-boned? My wife got T-boned a long time ago. Okay. Put this top back on. Who plays football tonight? I know there's a late game tonight. I know the Texans play tomorrow night. Got that right. Oops. Let's see. I'm going to go grab me a drink over here, guys. Let's see. Okay, here is the Disco Gold. Yep. Hey, Barbara. Oh man, that one doesn't want to come off. Finally came off. Yeah, that's what I'm making. That'll get some red eyes, and that'll get a spinner blade on there. Just looking at the wall. We're going to make some more of these silver ones. Do I have more heads that I could do? Huh. This reminds me of the other night, eating those crawdads. Just ripping the head off. Ooh. What color are you going to use for these? What color? What do you mean, what color? I mean, love some crawdads? Yeah, I got to eat some the other night. These are going to be going to Florida, and they could put whatever color plastic they want to put on them. Yeah, these are for plastic baits. They could put whatever color plastic they want on it. Okay, guys, I'm going to take a break from my live stream here. I'm going to go refill my drink and go grab me something to snack on. So we'll see you guys later on. Thank you guys for coming in. Make sure to subscribe. Well, I got to put a spinner blade on them, and I got to put red eyes on them. Red eyes. That's it. Yep. So we'll see you guys later. Thank you again for watching. Bye-bye.